Hey fam, let's go ahead and get cooking tonight. We're going to be making some stuffed peppers with some brisket, and this is the perfect easy weeknight dinner. It's perfect for the holidays, or you just want to go ahead and sneak in those vegetables. Whichever case you choose, it's going to be delicious nonetheless. Today, we're using these colorful bell peppers. It's best to use different colors so that way your dish stands out better. Let's talk about the filling. We had some leftover pork sausage that we had from breakfast. We're going to go ahead and toss that in there. You also are going to need some rice. Our rice of choice is jasmine. And then you're going to need some cheese. Some cheese to make that filling cheesy and to make that top nice and goldeny brown. Oh yeah. Now for the sauce is one of the most important things in this dish. You can use whatever sauce you want. Today we're going to use our favorite, our Italian sausage and garlic. This is the showstopper right here is this brisket. When I tell y'all this brisket was so good and mouth-watering to this day, I'm still thinking about it. Okay, it was so tender and so juicy. I mean, just like falling apart, stupid tender. I'm not even gonna lie. We end up getting sidetracked from making them stuffed peppers. We end up making a brisket sandwich with some barbecue sauce. Man. Okay, we back on track now. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut these peppers. You only gonna cut one side of the pepper. Do not get excited and end up cutting both sides of these peppers. I normally cut it on the stem side, and you're going to pull out the seeds and the membranes, and it's going to look just like this, a nice, pretty, clean pepper. Your peppers are nice and cleaned out. This is another important note. You want to choose your pan wisely that you're going to put your peppers into. I'm using this nice compact casserole dish. You want something that's going to be deep enough where your peppers can stand up and not going to be all wobbling all over the place. We're going to go ahead and cook these peppers in the oven on 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. So now we can go ahead and give this rice some flavor. We're going to go ahead and cut up a large onion, some fresh garlic, and then we're going to throw it in our pot with a little bit of oil and our sausage. And you're going to keep mixing it up and breaking it down until it looks just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our sauce. Now, if you noticed in the beginning, I only had a half a jar of sauce. And I know you was probably thinking like that is not going to be enough. But it's okay. We had a stashed jar in the refrigerator. So I just went on ahead and added that too. Give that a good old stir. And then we're going to go ahead and add some of our better bouillon. This is the beef base. And we like to add this when we make rice because it gives our water that nice beefy stock flavor. So you really want this. Now, pretty much what we're making is that nice tomato base that's going to go in our rice. And go ahead and give your rice a stir. Mix it all together in your base. Add your water like you normally would. And we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more life to this pot. We're going to add some garlic powder, some onion powder. Go ahead and cover your rice. Cook for 15 minutes. And then here we go. 20 minutes later, our peppers are done. You'll know when they're done because when you take them out, they'll be nice and squeezable and pliable. Now, you are going to notice that there is water in the bottom of the pepper, and that's normal. The peppers make their own juice. Go ahead and toss that liquid out. We don't want that in our rice mixture. And then here we go. We back to the brisket. And then we're going to go ahead and just slice and dice this brisket up to go inside of our rice mixture. Is your mouth watering yet? Like, really, at this point, you should be just salivating over this meal, okay? So now, just go ahead and cut your brisket up. It doesn't have to be too small. Don't make it too big. But you want it big enough where you can see it peekaboo through the peppers after you put that cheese on top. And once you get it cut up, it should look just like this. We're going to go ahead and check on the rice. And now it's time to put this filling together. Go ahead and grab you a big bowl. I already put the brisket in there. And you're going to add just enough rice to make this filling. I actually made way more rice than what I needed to, but they just going to eat that on the side. Now here, you're going to have your rice, your brisket. This is where you're going to go ahead and toss some of your cheese in. This is some cheddar cheese because you want your filling to be nice and ooey gooey with that rice and that brisket. Now, you don't want your rice to be dry when you take it out the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more sauce because we're going to want this thing nice and juicy and cheesy. Now, taste it here. This is a good time to taste your rice mix. If you need to add a little bit more seasoning, go ahead. Now you really want to make sure that this rice mixture is good and seasoned and flavorful, because once you start to add that tomato sauce, it becomes more acidy. So I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, some more garlic powder, and some more onion powder. And you want to make sure you put enough rice mixture and all the peppers, fill it up to the top. And try to put some of the brisket from the rice on top. So after you put your cheese on top, the brisket can be poking through. That way you know it's some brisket stuffed peppers. And then we're going to go ahead and top it with that mozzarella cheese. That mozzarella cheese is going to melt on top of it and make it look so cheesy and stringy. And then if you have some parsley flakes, you know we like to make our food look pretty. So go ahead and sprinkle that on top. Now once you got them all topped with some cheese, we're going to bake it in the oven on 375 until they nice and warmed up and goldenly brown, and they look just like this. Y'all ready to eat? Now these peppers are big, meaning you can share these, eat them by yourself, or do what you want to. It's only one thing left to do with these stuffed peppers now that they out the oven while they still hot, is to go ahead and bust it open. So go ahead and grab you a fork, a plate, and let me show you how they look. Now we're going to go ahead and add these stuffed peppers on our holiday menu and our easy weeknight dinner menu, because who doesn't love an all-in-one meal? Go ahead and comment down below if you like that touch of brisket in there, and we're going to see you back on the next video. See you later.